Grade 9, Lesson 3, Solving Quadratic Equation by Completing the Square. So natapos na tayo sa extracting the square roots. Ganoon din sa factoring. So dito sa completing the square, dapat familiar muna tayo dun sa square of a binomial and perfect square trinomial. So ano ba yung relationship ng dalawang ito? Bueno, kapag meron tayong x plus y square. Yan. Square of a binomial. So, para hindi mahirapan, pwede nyo i-recall yung grade 8 lesson. Nasa playlist din ng grade 8. So, i-recall natin siya. Equal yan. Doon sa shortcut natin, sa PST, square the first term. That is x squared. Multiply the first term times the second term. So, x times y times 2. So, positive 2xy. Then, square the second term. Y squared. Y squared. Equal yan ngayon. So, si square of a binomial, kapag in-expand natin, yan yung tinatawag na perfect square trinomial. Sa pang-example, let's say 2x minus 3y raised to 2. Yan. So, square the first term. 2 squared, that is 4. Then x squared. Next, multiply the first term times the second term. So, 2 times negative 3, that is negative 6xy times 2, negative 12xy. Then, square the last term, or the second term, negative 3 square, positive 9y square. Ayan. So, isa pa. Paano pag meron tayong x plus 3y square? Square the first term, x square, multiply the first times the second, positive 3xy times 2. So, 6xy plus 9y square. So, ayan yung ating or yung relationship ng dalawa. So, saan natin magagamit yan? So, gagamitin natin yan para sa completing the square. So, ilagay sa isip na itong completing the square ginagamit kapag yung expression natin or yung equation natin ay hindi na pwedeng gamitin ng extracting the square root o kaya factoring techniques. So, ito yung gagamitin natin. Try natin na example. Example number 1. Let's say we have x squared plus 6x plus 1 is equal to 0. So, itong x squared plus 6x plus 1 is equal to 0, hindi natin siya pwedeng isolve by factoring. Kasi si 1 dito ay wala naman siyang factor na kapag inag-add natin ay equal to 6. So, hindi din natin pwedeng gamitin si extracting the square root. So, gamitin natin si completing the square. So, ang first step natin ay i-isolate muna natin si constant. So, inilipat natin sa kabila. So, magiging x squared plus 6x transpose positive 1, that is minus 1. Yan. Next, gawin natin ito na trinomial, na perfect square trinomial. So, x squared plus 6x plus blank is equal to negative 1 plus, kung ano i-add natin dito, i-add din dapat natin sa right side of the equation para maging balance pa din yung ginawa natin. Equal pa din sila. Now, paano siya magiging perfect square trinomial? So, let's say meron tayong x squared plus 10x. Para maging perfect square trinomial siya, ang gagawin lang natin, divide the middle term by 2. So, 10 divided by 2, that is 5. Then 5 square. 25. Isa pa. X squared plus 8x plus, para maging PST siya, 8 divided by 2, that is 4. Then square, 4 square, 16. Apply natin dito. 6 divided by 2, 3. 3 square, 9. So, mag-add tayo ng 9 sa right side dapat din. PST na siya, o perfect square trinomial. Now, after gawin siyang PST, gagawin natin siyang square of a binomial. So, square of a binomial, get the square root of x squared. Copy the sign of the middle term, so positive. Then, square root of 9, then square. So, note natin yung rules of PST. Dapat ang first and last term must be perfect squares. Is equal to negative 1 plus 9. Positive 8. Okay. Now, i-remove na natin yung square. O, papasok na nga yung concept ng extracting the square root. So, get the square root, then square root. Square root will be cancelled out. Then, x plus 3, may iwan na yan, is equal to square root of 8. Don't forget our positive and negative. Now, si square root of 8 can be factored into, so copy natin x plus 3 is equal to, si 8 ay pwede siyang i-simplify. Positive, negative is square root of, that is 4 times 2. Kasi 4 is a perfect square number. Okay, simplify natin siya. So, dito tayo. X plus 3 is equal to positive, negative, square root of 4. That is 2 square root of 2. X lang yung kukunin natin. So, transpose natin si 3. So, x is equal to positive, negative 2 square root of 2 transpose minus 3. So, ito na ngayon yung ating final answer. Ayan. So, nagkataon, naka-radical form siya. So, first example natin yan. Itong completing the square, medyo mahirap lang siya sa umpisa. Pero kapag nakapag-practice ka na madaming beses, padali na lang siya ng padali. So, kailangan talaga natin dito ng madaming example. Kaya number 2 tayo. 2x squared plus 4x minus 16 is equal to 0. Pansinin yung given, divisible sila ng 2. So, pwede natin siya i-reduce. So, we need to divide by 2 the equation. So, divided by 2. So, meron tayo ngayon. Dito na lang natin isulat. 2 divided by 2. So, that is 1. So, dito ay x square na lang. 4 divided by 2. That is 2, then the variable x. Negative 16 divided by 2. Negative 8 is equal to 0. Ayan. So, first step natin, isolate the constant term. So, transpose natin si negative 8. So, may iwan na lang si x squared plus 2x is equal to 8. Then, gawin natin tong perfect square trinomial. So, mangyayari, we have x squared plus 2x plus blank is equal to 8 plus blank. Ano ilalagay natin sa blank? So, middle term, 2 divided by 2, then square natin. So, 2 divided by 2, that is 1. Don't forget to square, and 1 square, 1. So, mag-add tayo ng 1, mag-add din tayo dito ng 1. Ba't tayo sulat na? And, gawin natin tong square of a binomial. So, we have x, copy the sign of the middle term, plus square root of 1, 1. Then square. Is equal to 8 plus 1, 9. Then extract the square root. Para mawala si square. So cancel mo. So x plus 1 is equal to square root of 9, positive, negative 3. Then transpose natin si 1, x is equal to positive, negative 3, minus 1. So we have two values for x. Okay? So yung isa, x is equal to yung positive 3 minus 1. Let's say x sub 1 natin yan. At yung ikalawa, x sub 2, yung negative 3 minus 1. Then simplify natin. So our x sub 1 is equal to 3 minus 1, which is 2. Then we have x sub 2, negative 3 minus 1, negative 4. So, ang values ng x natin ay positive 2 and negative 4. So, ayan na yung final answer natin. So, pwede din pala natin siya i-check. Kapag sinubstitute natin sa original given natin, dapat mag-i-equal siya kay 0. Ayan.